I want to talk to you a little bit about the terrorist attack that was in Istanbul today for the New Year's celebrations. Currently, 39 people are dead from gunshot wounds, and 15 others have been injured. AK-47 rifle, yep. Now, what's notable about this incident is that this is at least the second time where there's been a shooting at a nightclub. Now, granted, it was in the U.S., it was in Istanbul, as I just mentioned, but there's still this thing of targeting places people celebrate. Um, and this one made a little bit more. Well, it doesn't make sense to kill anybody, but it makes more sense from the standpoint of a terrorist wanting to inflict harm upon people because it was a celebration of a new year. Whereas the nightclub thing was just out of nowhere and took us all by complete surprise because of how random it all seemed to be. Even though the perpetrator was on the terrorist watch list before that, but that's another story and unrelated to this. Now, 69 people have been injured in this incident, in addition to the 39 casualties. And out of those deaths, 15 people were foreigners. They weren't born over there. You had people jumping into the river to escape the attack. You had the governor saying that apparently this is a terrorist attack, which what else could it be? And the perpetrator is still at large. We still don't know who it was that did this. So you're left with bodies upon bodies and people in panic. They had around over 300 people over there. And you mean to tell me that suddenly, um, all of a sudden, every person is going to be content after you catch whoever did this? This is part of the reason I don't like to waste time, is that I'm so used to going on here and reading up on, 15 people killed in Iraq, 10 killed in Sheglabuzia, just some random headline about all the murders that occurred. That because of that, I really don't like to waste time. So when people say, oh, let's go up here and do this and whatever, unless it's with a person that I really like, um, or just, I can still find some inspiration from going up there to later put out a book on, or, just something of that nature, I'm likely going to decline it because I'm going to try to do something else more beneficial towards me. It's kind of one of the reasons I hate to sleep, is that you're not doing anything with just laying around. I mean, yeah, you're getting your vital rest, but I mean, you're not, you know, doing just I don't see it as getting ahead. That's what I like to do. I like to get ahead, to push forward. But this story has a little bit more shades of woe in it. Now, with the nightclub thing, it was kind of over as it started because again, the perpetrator was blown away on the site of the incident, which was kind of a suicide by cop type scenario where the guy shoots and gets killed or whatever. Um, this guy got away, and in working with ISIS apparently, which we still haven't confirmed as of the time of this recording of January 1st, 2017, 1:53 p.m. Was that Pacific Standard Time? Um, so things could change. They could find out I think they will find out who it is. I really hope this isn't like 9/11 where we're left wondering for years, and then by the time we know who it is, people have been laying in the ground for years. Um, and it's just, this is scary. This is what bothers me, and I was really expecting something to happen with those churches that ISIS was talking about messing with earlier. I think yesterday and kind of this month, last month of December 2016, they were talking about bombing churches and going after the places of religion, and you had the security being amped up over there, and it just, this would have been by complete surprise if they hadn't attacked Istanbul before, with that bombing at the stadium that killed 44 people last month. And an attack on the airport that killed 48 back in what was that? June. It was a couple of weeks after the nightclub thing over here in the U.S. So that's that. A horrible way to start off the year, but they can keep on trying to think they're winning. They're not. There's more of us than there are of them, and when you create terror and cause havoc and panic and scare people, the little boogeyman facade doesn't work forever. Um, it's scary though at this point, and it's really disturbing that people get together for this because of their hatred for others, especially people that have never directly harmed them. But what can you do about it? If this has anything good come out of it, just remember, focus on what you love to do because you only live once, and things like this could happen to anybody. That's really what you have to remember. You are not better than anyone else just because you avoided this. This could be you next. So you have to keep trying to live life as productively and as enjoyably as you can, no matter the obstacle. Thank you for watching and have a good day and a happy new year.